Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot. It's your girl coming at you with another pick a card reading. Today, we are going to go into who has secret feelings for you and why. And keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. I promise I can talk. I am still in the recovery phase. I'm feeling so much better though, so thank you so much for those of you that have prayed for me, that have wished me well, and for those of you that are returning, I'm just so blessed to be in this space with you and just so honored to have you here, right? This is such an amazing journey, and it's just getting so much bigger and so much more incredible as we move on. And for those of you that are new, this is a safe space, right? For us to come as we are in our highest, most loving, vibrational, authentic self, that we are all here having this human experience, this very human experience. Also, if you would like to support the channel further, check out the description box. You will find further information below. You can also email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun chill hangout session with yours truly. So I'm feeling a little scatterbrained all of a sudden. Like, I was fine when I started the reading, and then now here I am getting the intro in, and I'm feeling a little scatterbrained. So I feel like there's definitely an energy that's coming in. Hopefully that will get narrowed down to one pile though. So I'm asking Source to narrow that energy down to one pile, whatever that is. So, all right. As for memberships, because I got sick, things got put on hold, and I am in the process of just rearranging and making sure that I get that out for you. So keep an eye out, and don't worry, you will be the first to know as soon as those go live. They are in the process, they are in the works. I'm just making sure that I get everything squared away before I do go live with them, okay? So I think that is everything. We are going to be drawing from the Kuan Yin cards today, and they've been a while since we've had them out. Let's go ahead and get into our prayer and get this underway. My beloved Source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this video and into this space. I ask that you give us this protection that we need at this time. Energies are flying high, emotions are flying even higher, and sometimes it's hard for us to stay grounded and to truly balance ourselves out when there's so much going on around us. And so I ask that you bring us this protection, this inner knowing that we are doing all that we can, that we are enough in this space, and that we don't have to go out of our way to impress anybody, that we are here to become the best version of ourselves, and that does not actually involve other people on this journey, for that it is up to us to become the living incarnate of unconditional love, whether that's to let others live their life and we love them from afar, or whether that's opening up our own hearts and allowing ourselves to give and receive that love with those who choose to come into our circle. Sometimes we never know, and sometimes we're scared because we've been hurt too many times in the past. And knowing that this hurt has brought us into an understanding of what it is that we do want and what we truly don't want. And that through that lesson, that it is okay for us to live with our heart on our sleeves. Source, I pray this over all those who are here and all those that are on my channel and all those that are ready to receive this prayer. As these words are spoken, so shall they be. Amen. Aho. Ase. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll go ahead and get that set up over here. Alrighty. And I've already got these shuffled for us. Today has been a super productive day, so I'm excited to get this underway. So Source, for pile number 1, what Kuan Yin card will help us better understand who secretly has feelings for pile number 1 and why? Okay, they want that one. Thank you. Right, Source. And for pile number 2, what Kuan Yin Oracle card will help us better understand who has secret feelings for pile number 2 and why? Well, that was fast. Thank you. Okay, and for pile number 3, Source, what Kuan Yin Oracle card will help us better understand who has secret feelings for pile number 3 and why? Pile number 3. Whoa. Okay, I want that one. All right. Let me get this set up over here out of the way. And actually, it's so interesting because this was channeled right before I even started. I didn't actually know what I was going to do a reading on, but I picked out my 3 green stones. I have 2 green aventurines and 1 bloodstone, and I think it's really fitting that we're doing secret feelings, right? Matters of the heart. So I thought that was really cool. Make sure that these are all in frame. Okay, so for pile number 1, we do have this piece of green aventurine for you to choose from. Okay, for pile number 2, we have this beautiful bloodstone for you to choose from. Look, you can see me in there. Hi! And for pile number 3, we have this beautiful piece of green aventurine also. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and whichever one you're drawn to, that should be the pile for you. With that being said, I'll see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of green aventurine, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, this is going to be your reading on who has secret feelings for you and why. We'll get to that later. First things first, though, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it allows me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary below in the description box where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. I've got a pen mark on my knuckle. That's awesome. Okay, so knuckling it out, huh? Someone is white knuckling the steering wheel right now of life. That is definitely the message here. Okay, so also in regards to memberships, just because I got sick, everything did get put on hold. They are still coming out. I don't have a release date as of right now. However, when they do release, you will be the first to know. I always encourage you to check out the community tab because it's usually where I will post whatever it is that's going on, along with some inspirational messages and congratulations and so forth and so on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it and find out who it is that has secret feelings for you and why. So Source, can you tell us who has secret feelings for pile number 1? Give us some information about this person who has secret feelings for pile number 1. What would you like us to know, Source? Who has secret feelings for pile number 1? Wow, that went flying. Okay, so we've got the 5th house, Sagittarius, and I don't know if you can see this, but we've got the moon. Okay, so definitely someone who, yeah, absolutely has some secret feelings for you. Let me grab the block. This is someone who would really like to date you, okay? This is someone who is adventurous, who's very deep and mysterious, philosophical, someone who's like a wanderer in life, likes to experience new things. This is probably someone who has traveled a lot, is well-rounded in this way. But this is also someone who is not afraid to get in touch with their emotions, okay? This is someone who could very much be a Leo, they could be a Sag, they could also be a Cancer, or they could have these energies highly aspect in their natal chart. But this is someone who is wanting to take a chance on you. Like, they definitely want to come forward. They want to tell you how they feel. They have experienced a lot of nurturing and care from you in the past, and they have wanted to say something about it for a long time, but I do feel like this person kind of flip-flops back and forth. It's not that they're wishy-washy, it's just that there's this underlying feeling of not being good enough to come forward because they've been surrounded by a lot of hardships in their lives, okay? This is someone who has maybe experienced a lot of undercut friends and people who have been sneaky behind their back. This is someone who's experienced others who have been intimidated by them or have had a problem with the way that they view the world. And so they've had to make themselves feel small before in order to fit into this community or this group that they have. And they're tired of doing that. And they see you as someone who encourages them to live a larger life, to dream larger, to experience expansion in all ways, shapes, and forms. And because of that, they've kind of been fighting their old self, right? That old karmic self, that old emotional ego, getting rid of it, having the egoic deaths here so that they can move forward and really lean into this connection, really say, hey, this is what's up. Hey, I really like you. Hey, I want to see you. Let's go on a date. You know, the 5th house here is pointing towards this person absolutely wants to flirt, have fun, date, and see where it takes you all. You know, like they do want something serious, especially with the moon here. They would love to have something that's emotionally stable. Right now they know that it can't just come in running off the bat. And if you wish for someone to do that, well, there's a lot of healing that needs to come from that. So they definitely want to take things slow. But it may also, once they come in, this is something that may just naturally unfold very quickly. The source is saying to pace yourselves, like there's no need to rush in. When this person does come in, it does feel like they are soon coming in. This is a very strong energy here. Let's get some tarot on it and see about this person, right? So we could get some insights as to what it is that they've struggled through, what it is that they're thinking about you. You know, we're trying to find out more about them. Who has these secret feelings, right? So let's see what comes through, Source. Who has secret feelings for pile number 1? I do ask that you keep an open mind as to what comes through because Source will plan this out as Source does. And knowing that it is always information that is best known at this time. Okay, so Source, who has feelings for pile number 1? What can you tell us about them? What does pile 1 need to know about this person? Who has feelings for pile number 1? Okay, thank you. Who has feelings for pile number 1? Yeah, this is definitely someone who has had to set boundaries in their lives because they don't do things by the book. Like, their position in life is different. It's not just your regular 9 to 5. Like, they do something that's a little bit unorthodox or that people have judged them for doing. So, like DJing or creating music. Like, I keep getting music here, or this is someone who has created a community and that community supports them. They have an online business or an online venture, someone who travels for work, it's so on and so forth, but they don't do the norm of like customer service or working in the food industry or working in business. Like, that's not what they're doing. This is someone who doesn't like to be tied down by the world. So Source, who has secret feelings for pile 1 and why? Who's secret feelings for pile number 1 and why? Whoa, thank you. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely been through it. Who has secret feelings for pile number 1 and why? Thank you, Source. Okay, I feel like these are together. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician in the reverse. Now, this person has seen... Oh, I'm not trying to hit the table here. This person has seen a lot. They've been through a lot with a lot of people. This person has really experienced it. And they've had to become very reliant on themselves because they are seeing here with the Ace of Wands next to the Queen of Coins. They're seeing here that they were their own worst enemies. They were inviting in people who didn't have the best intentions for them. They were inviting in people who felt like they could dictate which way this person went. And a lot of times it had to do with money and it had to do with physical things, right? So like sex, attraction, drugs. This could have been material things. Like it's whatever we can touch, taste, and see are the things that they were going towards. And it was like people around them painting a picture of those things for this person, and they would follow that. But now they've come into this place of truly trying to find balance and to support themselves. You know, the Queen of Coins is an interesting character, right? She's very strong. She's very grounded. She's also very nurturing. She's almost as nurturing as the Queen of Cups. Almost, right? Because she's more or less this very slow, I'm going to let things unfold as they naturally need to. And I'm not going to rush things. Like the Queen of Cups is going to rush things. The water's going to come rushing in. The emotion's going to come pouring out, right? Rather, this is like planting the seed and letting it grow. So this is something that's been a long time in the making. Like you both could have had feelings for each other at one point. And maybe this is someone that you wrote off, or this is someone that you never knew actually liked you, but they've been, it's been like developing over a time. And now they're just really trying to get rebalanced. You see how he's holding the wand and the coin, and she's holding the wand and the coin? Like this is a fear of the future, and this is let me learn from my past mistakes. So we have this energy of becoming enlightened based on the past mistakes and realizing that let me plant these seeds that I really want in my life. I want to be stable. I want to be happy. I want to find contentment. I want to find fulfillment in the journey and what it is that I'm putting my energy towards. And now that's the focus here, and the focus is being taken off of others who are unsure of what life brings, or who are trying to complete this person's life, or, you know, like the idea of controlling others. It's actually a very subconscious thing that many humans do because of fear. We get into this energy of trying to control others. I know I've done it. I'm sure if you thought back in your past, you've probably unconsciously done it as well, especially on the healing journey. Whether that's telling others not to do something because we think we know better than they do, even if they're asking for our advice, sometimes we have to let people just figure it out on their own, and we can just be there to support their decisions. But when someone's trying to give us their decision in life, like, can you make this decision for me? We're actually denying them the ability to rely on their own internal intuition and understanding sometimes. And that's why it's so important just to let them figure it out themselves. But that's what this person has learned through their hardships. They may have given their heart and their mind very easily, and that's where people were taking advantage of them and really playing this part of like, let me paint this ridiculous picture for you, and it's almost going to sound too good to be true, right? And this person's like, well, it must be real. That's the manifestation journey. And only to come to find out that it really was too good to be true. Yeah, somebody romantically has hurt this person. Okay. Let me see what we got going on here. So this has set them back in life. They could have lost finances from this person. Yeah, they definitely lost a huge part of themselves in a relationship here, is what they're showing. This is what they're healing from, okay? This could have been who tricked them as well, was a past relationship, convinced them to do whatever it was that they wanted them to do. And so it felt like they were moving forward when they got together with this person. Felt like things were happening. But then they realized there was a lot of injustice in the situation and that they were losing sight of who they were. And it left them in this place of catatosis, right? Like they couldn't move. They were in this energy of like, now I'm completely stagnant. Now I can't move on. And I feel like there's something about you that has given them hope. Like they kept seeing you as a hope in their life. They kept seeing you as somebody who has grown from the hardships, has overcome from the hardships, has had help from no one but yourself. And you've given them that courage to become their own hope in their life. And that look at this, and has shown them that they have options. So this could have been someone that they were physically attracted to in the past. Yeah, so I feel like Source is really trying to highlight what it is that this person's gone through, because it's been really difficult. And it may actually mirror your own past. Like you may have been really physically attracted or sexually attracted to someone in the past. And look, we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, there's like this, we have to make progress, but sometimes you make progress only to become stagnant or to go backwards, so that you can find where it was that you were missing the lesson, or where it was that you were missing that need to step forward. And so that's what it feels like, though, that this person's past almost mirrors your own in one way, shape, or form. And so their heart got broken. They felt completely useless. They felt like they had nothing to going for them in life. But then they saw you, and you gave them this reason to keep moving, to regain balance here with the 5 of Wands, right? It's like the 5 of Wands talks about knocking us from, it could be our emotional ego. It could be our pedestal that we have either ourselves on or others on. But it's like, basically, you've lost balance in all of life, and now you're regaining balance. And with the 2 of Wands here in the reverse, it's talking about having an actual option, right? Like having the option, but actually choosing that option. So let's get some clarifiers out on it. I actually want to ask with the clarifiers why it is that they are secretly feeling towards you. Like, why do they have secret feelings towards pile number 1, Source? Can you kind of clarify that for us here? Why does this person secretly have feelings for pile number 1? Okay. Yeah, they see you as stable. Like, they see you as living the life that they want. Not just financially, but physically, like the physically stable, like in this material realm. It's like you've mastered manifestation. It's 15:15 on the clock. You've mastered manifestation. You've mastered the ability to understand how to ask for what it is that you want, and you go towards it without anybody supporting you. And it's like they're on the outside looking in, right? Why does this person have feelings for pile number 1, Source? Can you tell us why this person? Because you're very intuitive. I'm not surprised. We have Justice here with the 8 of Spades, and we have the High Priestess, or the Popess, with the 2 of Coins. You are fluidly going in between the material realm and the spiritual realm, and that gives them hope. Like this divine connection that you have, that you're able to connect with. And you see without seeing. You knew who they were when you first met them. Like you saw them to their core. Like even if you only met this person once, or if you have a history with them, it doesn't matter. It's like you saw them. You saw them. But not with your eyes. This was with your soul. You saw who they were, and they felt that. And no one's ever brought that into their life. And so the deeper your connection gets, because as you walk towards this 4 of Coins, or this 4 of Diamonds energy here, as you walk towards it, you're alone with your connection alone. And that gives them hope that maybe there is something unseen, right? We have the Philosopher, someone who can be spiritual, but also sometimes with Sagittarian energy, when they get into the shadow, they really cannot believe that there's something else out there. Right? And so they've fallen in love with you because you've helped them balance their internal lives, their heart. You've helped them have patience towards what it is that they've wanted. And they've learned how to go towards what makes them feel better here with the Chariot. This is Temperance energy with the Two of Hearts and the Chariot with the Seven of Spades. And look, the Star right here with the Seven of Coins. And so whatever it was that they were running away from within themselves, I feel like they were running away from their purpose, like what their calling was. And you were at one point maybe very scared to walk towards your own calling. But after a while, you began to accept it. Then you began to live it, and then you became it. And they watched this. They watched this all from the shadows, is what it feels like. And they watched you become so strong and a light of hope for them and for everybody along this journey. And so that's why they're secretly liking you. Yeah, that's why they're secretly liking you. This person really, really actually is deeper than like. This person is very much in love with you. I feel like they've been in love with you for the time that they've known you. Something they want to call from the mountaintops. They're just tired of fighting themselves here because you're so beautiful. You're so attractive. Yeah, they definitely have some deep feelings for you here. It's very deep. It's just, they've been denying themselves. Like I said, they feel like they denied their purpose, their calling. And when they denied their calling, they, of course, the next thing is they're already denying their heart. So they're going to deny who they have feelings for, right? Who they love. Let me get some more information about this source. Thank you. Yeah, you reignited the passion within them. Thank you. See, from fear to prosperity, from fear to abundance, from fear to love. I feel like this person was so captivated by the people around them that they didn't know how to live a life for themselves, because either their parents or their peers or their siblings or people around them were telling them that they had to impress everybody that was around them. Look, we have 44 on the bottom. Get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. Yeah, so it does feel like this person is really coming in. They want to get to know you better. They want to spend time with you. They want to show that they truly do love you, that they do care about you. But again, with this energy up here, we have this, let's take it slow, right? So we do have 31 here, which is 4. 4 is all about strength, structure, stability, foundations. It says love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. That's exactly what I've been feeling. Like this is all from their past, right? And why it is that source is showing you this is because maybe you might not trust this person when they come forward. You might be like, no, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Like, or maybe you're just used to denying people a chance to connect with you. But source is saying here that this person has a legitimate reason for why they haven't come forward until now. And that it's okay. Like, it's okay to listen. It's okay to say, okay, let me hear what you have to say. This person could be a Leo. We have Leo energy again, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. This person is definitely someone who is very loyal, but they've had to build up their self-confidence, and they've been through it. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot of upsets, and they've gone through feeling like they're not worthy. And so now they're building that up again. Virgo energy on the bottom, integrity, reverence, and service. They're finding out how to be of service to source, to the creator, and they're learning that through that, they're finding how to live a life of honor and integrity. Doing the right thing when no one's looking. Sometimes that is a lot easier said than done. Not everybody is very integral, right? A lot of people, they're like, oh, I have integrity, but then when everybody's making fun of you behind closed doors, or when everybody is, doing something and they want to feel like they fit in 22:02 on the clock, then people will do that, right? They'll get involved in that. They'll start making fun because that's what everybody else is doing, or they'll start passing rumors because that's what everybody else does. Integrity truly means being who you are in front of people and behind closed doors. That never changes. If you're a good person, you stand up for others. When somebody starts making fun, no matter who they are, you're going to still let that be your guiding light. And that's what this person is learning along the way. See, we have owl spirit on the bottom. You see clearly now. So definitely this is something that they're absolutely being able to see, which is what I'm getting with this justice card too here. It's like seeing without seeing. This is that internal guidance system, which also directly connects to the Popess energy here, just being led by our intuition and overcoming those superficial things that have guided us before in life, you know, like the material aspect or the physical aspect, or only liking people because they have status, or only liking people because they have, you know, wealth, or only liking people because they have something that they can give to you, or only letting people like you because you have something to give to them, right? This is all about seeing and feeling and letting yourself navigate through the world without being stuck in that old belief system that what we see, feel, touch, and hear physically is what is right, because it's not. It's an illusion that we have to transcend, and this person's absolutely working on that. They keep wanting me to talk about this right now. We have know your worth. Look, and we're having this self-worth, security and self-worth here. This person definitely did not think they were worthy of coming towards you before this point. They just didn't. Like this, they struggled with it. They struggled with knowing themselves. They struggled with seeing themselves. They struggled with feeling like they belong in the world. So we do have Sonia here. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So this person could have just gone through a death in their family. This could also be a message from one of your family members coming in, trying to remind you that there is love on your journey, is what it feels like here too. And let's see, let's get some of these as well. So Source, what else would you like to say in regards to this message for pile number 1? Thank you. Whoa, okay. What else would you like to say in regards to this message for pile number 1? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we've got a lot of those. Just a second, we'll look at this. Yeah, we have illness on the bottom. Disease, weakness, fragility. Like, this is what this person has been fighting, is their internal well-being has begun to manifest in physical. Right, like when you don't take care of your mental, spiritual, and physical health, all of that can really compound into manifesting into some sort of illness, right? And it all comes back to you taking care of yourself on a deep spiritual level. And I feel like this person has really struggled with that, and they're starting to do that now, and so they're starting to overcome some of those struggles that they've had. Excuse me. Let's get some yin yang cards on it. Yeah, distance. Okay, thank you. What else would you like to say here, Source? Thank you. Whoa, thank you. Okay, thank you. And then we have on the bottom, look, lack and doubts. Exactly. This is how this person's felt. They've doubted that they've been good enough to come towards you. Let's go ahead and get the shadow. What's the shadow that's been fighting? This person's been fighting why they haven't come forward to talk to pile number 1. What's the shadow aspect here, Source? Okay, thank you. All right. So let's see what these are, and then we'll check these out. All right, put those there. Perspective. Didn't we talk about that? This is someone who has been fighting their perspective on how they see themselves. So they're trying to come to this place of being truly comfortable with who they are rather than what people tell them they need to be. They don't like living like that, and they see you're not. And that's what has really fueled these feelings that they have for you, is because you live so free and you live so unbothered by everyone else, and they love that about you, and that's some way that they want to live. And so it's been a slow journey to finding the light within. Yeah, to releasing these old habits. We have number 9 here. We had 54, which is the numerical numerology 9. So this is them closing this cycle, bringing it to the end here. Not quite at the end, but bringing it, right? That long journey here, letting go of what's no longer serving them. It's been a very tumultuous time for them too. They've had to overcome quite a bit. They've had to understand that trusting their intuition was going to lead them down places where their emotional ego would have been reluctant or right out refusing to go. So let's see what the shadow aspect is here. Yeah, I'm not surprised this came out. Tangled, we have unable to free yourself from a sticky situation. Taking a step back helps you to see clearly. And that's what we were talking about even with the 3 of Swords here in the reverse, talking about sometimes this, what it talks about is taking 5 steps forward, but taking 10 steps back. Taking 1 step forward, but taking 3 steps back. Never having a chance to get ahead, right? And here we have taking a step back helps you see clearly. So they were being forced to go back so that they could come into this Queen of Coins energy and to really ground themselves into what was true for them and not what everybody else was trying to create for them, which is what this Magician energy points towards, right? In the reverse. Not surprised at all. Let's take a look at this. So there's definitely been a distance between the 2 of you. Retreat or time out. Either they chose this or you walked away from them, right? So there's something that happened here that created distance between the 2 of you. Then we have third party. Again, this idea of being tangled up, right? Like with somebody or a group of people here that just had not good intentions for them, but now they're ready to take action. They're ready to lean into the luck that you've brought into their lives. They're ready to lean into their courage here, come forward and start a new beginning with you. They want that new beginning. They're balancing out their karma, their justice, right? This is their justice for balancing out that karma, letting go of their karmic debts. Walking through their karmic debt. Sometimes we can't let that go. We got to walk through it and experience it so that we can really release that from our souls. And transcendence. What was I saying? They have to transcend this feeling. We have to transcend what it is that's making us feel unease or disease in our lives. We have to transcend that. We have to overcome that, right? Really see ourselves from this place of love and light. We have live and learn. This is exactly what they're going through. It's experience training and development. Yeah, they're learning by living. And then I love that this came out here. We have eternal love, eternity, consistency, and soulmate. So Source just pointing out that this is somebody who's meant to be in your life. Absolutely. I love that. That's such a beautiful, like, you know, you ever see an old couple and you're like, man, hashtag goals, right? Yeah, they had to stop. They had to take a break. There was a stagnation. We talked about that. They've been feeling stagnant their whole lives. Like, well, not their whole lives, but whatever with this person. It's like they got together with this person. This person painted this beautiful picture. We talked about that here with the 2 of Wands. It's like they were in a period of stagnation until they realized that they had options and they had to make a decision. And so now they are someone who sees that you probably have gone from being out in the open to being introverted. Like, you don't post a lot anymore. You don't put stuff online. That's separation coming in here with separate. You're just very private, but they do feel the change because when you do post things, they're very deep and very meaningful, and it helps them see themselves and they realize why this distance had to happen. You're both in a very unhealed time in your life when they came together, and so they see you out here just being in your human goodness. Like, let's just be real. This is just being a human soul. living in that place of humanity. When we lose our humanities, we lose our light. Humanity is all about giving and loving and being kind to others, right? And that's what it is to have this human experience. We're trying to relocate our light. Because when we lose being humane, we become inhumane, and that's what so many people are going towards. It's a very selfish place to be. And so they see you coming into this place of peace and balance, and that really, really sets the tone for them. So they want to make a promise, responsible confirmation and assurance. They want to assure you that they love you. This could be a proposal, but I feel like this is more or less them coming in and saying, I really am going to put forth the effort for this connection. And that they had fallen trap. They'd fallen in a trap. They became a victim. They were allured. They were tricked. And we talked about that in the very beginning of the reading. They were tricked by this other person, by this other party, by this other situation. They want to tell you, like they want to open up about it to you. And that this person ended up being a bully, caused them a ton of embarrassment, has gossiped about them, and it was just unwilling to actually fulfill those promises that they made. They feel awful. They let go of a situation that they thought maybe wasn't going to get them to where they wanted to go, because this other person or this other situation painted such a phenomenal picture. And in the end, it just caused them a lot of heartache and pain. And it's not for us to be like, ha ha, it serves you right. Like, we should never wish that on another person. All we should ever wish is that they find their truth. Right? No matter how much another person hurts us, when we sit here and we point the finger and say, ha ha, you deserve that, guess who we turn into? That's something that a bully does. And we're not trying to be a bully. Yes, we are human. Yes, we make mistakes. We also have to leave room and space for other people to make mistakes and to be human as well. Otherwise, that's when we slip into being inhumane. Okay, and that's something to always remember on this journey. Let's take a look at your Kuan Yin card. We're going to go ahead and read this one from the book and see what she tells us. The Veil of the Shadows. We have 43 here, which is 7. 7 is all about finding fortune and luck. But luck, if you change what it is that you're doing, they finally realized they weren't going to bring any luck into their life if they kept on down this road. So let's see what she says here. Let me find it in the book. All right. All right, you can see that perfect. It says a lotus blossom with deep, rich mud into which she plunges her roots and draws great nourishment. From this mud, made of water and earth, growth happens and great beauty is revealed. Your soul lotus thrives through the depth of emotion and aliveness of your body into which she can plant herself, unfold as a lotus of light. Your soul lotus is blossoming, just like a plant that outgrows the pot in which it has been planted and requires more soil to spread its roots and continue growing. Your soul lotus needs some more mud, some more water and earth energy so that it can grow and shine. In the spiritual worlds, all things serve, everything, including our darker emotions and parts of our body that we may not think are acceptable. They are actually good nourishment for our soul. The soul craves to love and be in love with all parts of you. Like a passionate divine lover, it wants to hold nothing back and become completely spiritually intimate with all aspects of all parts of you, whether you have thought they were lovable or not. This can be challenging because it can feel extremely uncomfortable to visit and consciously engage with those aspects of our personality and our bodies that we have yet to really love and accept. Yet this is what you are being guided to embrace now. This process might be started by taking a class or engaging in a physical practice that honors the shadow part of you. If you've considered yourself an introverted person, and we have introvert here, it might be to begin to honor the counter side of this, the part that needs community and people in order to thrive. If you consider yourself a quiet person, you might need to explore how you can find joy through sound, music, and energy. For example, if you consider yourself a passionate person, you could benefit from finding that part of you that is peaceful and content in the moment with things exactly as they are right now. This interplay isn't about saying that who you are now is not enough. It is about acknowledging that you are the thing that you believe you are not and finding a way to live it with consciousness and love. It is about delving into the parts of you that have been hidden in the veil of shadows, and you are now becoming ready to be revealed and lived as a part of the beautiful and whole being that you are in truth. So this is a thing. This person has lived in the darkness of who they were, right? What they thought they wanted and who they thought they wanted to be was just a huge illusion, and they had to travel this journey in order to figure that out. So if this is somebody that you also have had feelings for in the past, yes, they do have feelings for you, but the whole reason that they couldn't come forward is because at one point they really truly thought that you and them were not meant to be on this journey. And that's nothing really against them. That was all divinely guided, because this person had extraordinary healing to go through, which also in a way caused you to go through your own extraordinary healing process, right? So this is what I see for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little heart emoji. Let's do a pink heart. Leave a little pink heart emoji down below and say, I call in my eternal love based on my extraordinary healing. So Source knows that you're calling in this higher vibrational energy, this love to you, that you're ready to receive this. Leave me a thumbs up, but I am going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this incredible message. And until next time, pile number one, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful bloodstone, or if you were drawn to this card during this shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on who has secret feelings for you. First things first, keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will see all those links necessary below in the description box. You can also email me for a personal reading, and I'll get you out more information. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I really do hope to see you there. Also, in regards to membership, they are coming. I had to put them on hold because I got sick. I'm still in the process of recovering. I do feel much better though. So thank you for those of you that did say prayers and sent well wishes for me. I truly do appreciate that. And I just want to let you know that as soon as they come out, you will be the first to know. And I just always encourage you to continue checking the community tab, because that is where I will post any kind of updates that are going on with the channel, as well as inspirational messages and thank yous. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to find out who this person is with the dice and with the first round of tarot, and then the second round of tarot, I'm going to be asking why they have feelings for you. Okay, so Source, for pile number two, who has secret feelings for pile number two? What can you tell us about this person? Who has secret feelings for pile number two? What messages do you have for us, Source? Who has secret feelings for pile number two? Okay, so we've got South Node, Virgo energy, and 11th house. Okay, this is someone who is a friend. They could be an Aquarius of Virgo. They could have those highly aspect in their charts. I am hearing Pisces as well. Okay, also Leo energy. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. Those are just, I don't know why they're coming through. That's just what's coming through. So let's get these set up here. It feels like this is someone you've let go of many times, honestly. Yeah, with the South Node here, this feels like someone that you've just been like, look, this isn't going to work. There's just too much here. There's too much history, or there's just, this person doesn't give you good vibes. There's someone who seems to be overly critical, and someone who is trying to be seen online as someone who they're not. right? Like, especially with 11th house here, they do post a lot of things online. They're trying to seem as though they're someone that they're not, or this is someone who just does the WTMI situation and just posts way too much. Way too much. Like, I mean, all the way down to the color of said bowel movement or something like that. Like, this is someone who just kind of takes things to the extreme, and there's this feeling, almost like I'm feeling with you, a reservation. Like, if I were to ever really get involved with this person, whatever I told this person would be on blast. Whatever personal secrets I had with this person would be on blast. It's not that there's somebody who gossips. I don't feel like that's it. I feel like just this person has no boundaries when it comes to what should be private and what is okay to share. Right? Like, some people just don't know. They, you know, it's one thing about being vulnerable with people. It's one thing about sharing your life with people. But, you know, there are things that need to stay behind closed doors, you know, especially like if it involves with our body or it involves with like things that just need to be taken care of outside of the spotlight. But it does feel like this person has a tendency to really post a lot of unnecessary things online. And that they can be seen as someone who's very critical. They can be a perfectionist. This is someone who definitely writes online. This is someone who has their routines. It's almost like they always post at the same time, or they post around the same time. It's like this is someone who tries to come across as though they're helpful. Someone who tries to come across as though they're conscious, but in truth, they're just very much obsessive and they want to be liked. So you could actually have an online presence and a lot of people respond to you, and they're trying to, there's almost like this jealousy there of like, let me keep up with pile 2, like let me do what pile 2 does, but they don't know how to do what you're doing, and so they just take it to the complete extreme and do whatever it is that they feel like is going to get attention. And they get a ton of attention, but it's not all good. Like, it's, you know, and there some people like this is that person that like they don't care what kind of attention that they're getting, just as long as they're in the spotlight. This person could have Leo very highly aspect in one of the main 3s, the sun, rising, or the moon, and they're in their shadow aspect of the Leo, which is being that egotistical, I have to be the center of attention because of that. That's why I was saying, like, Leo energy was coming through very strongly for me, and but that type of energy, it's like, I want to be the center of attention, me, and South Node is what we've clinged onto in the past. So you may have invited this person in the past because they were someone that, or maybe you were just afraid that you weren't going to have friends, or maybe you were afraid that, you know, they were meant to be on your journey, or maybe at one point you did resonate with this person and now you definitely do not. And letting go of this person has just been like, you see it every time they come back in. You're just like, why did I ask this person to come back in? And they definitely have secret feelings for you that they don't want to talk about, right? Like, they don't want to talk about the feelings that they have for you. I feel like this person is obsessed with you. Like, this person, if they knew every one of your outlets on where you posted, where you were, like, this person would go as far as probably like stalking you. I don't feel like it's with bad intention. I just feel like it's just, they just need something to focus on, and this person has a very obsessive personality, and you are their main squeeze for their obsession right now. It is a very weird energy, but I feel like this person also just cannot figure out how it is that you're like the center of attention when maybe you barely post or you're barely online. Like, how are you getting all this attention? They don't understand that it has to do with your magnetism. It's not about what you're doing. It's about what you're healing. And they don't see it that way. This person's a very low vibrational energy right now. So let's get some more on it. Source, who has a secret? I keep wanting to say crush. So I feel like this is a crush. It's just, that's all it is. It's just one of those like, oh, haha, you know, like when you're a kid and you have a crush and you know it's not going to go anywhere. That's kind of like what it is. But who has secret feelings for pile number 2, Source? Can you tell us some more about this person? Who has secret feelings for pile number 2? Okay, one more. Thank you, Source. Who has secret feelings for pile number 2? Yeah, this is someone who's not faithful. Like, they're just not someone who would ever be faithful in any one way, shape, or form. Who has secret feelings for pile number 2, Source? Who has secret feelings for pile number 2? Thank you. Wow, you got all your cards out all at once. Alright, let's see the spread. I don't usually do 4-card spread, but that's what they want, so let's get it. Alright, we're going to barely be able to see your last card here, but on the bottom we have the moon. So, right away, very secretive, right? Very secretive. With the moon coming out, just showing, yeah, this person will not ever admit that they have feelings for you to your face. But this is something that they feel fortunate just knowing you. But unfair. It's unfair that you get the attention that you have, and that they feel like you're not as committed to it as they are with the Pope here in reverse. Yeah, they feel like you're not committed to the attention that you receive. Like, they don't understand how you receive this attention. Like, what is it that's so special about you? But they, too, also have very deep feelings for you that they're not ever going to look at. And they see that you've definitely changed. They don't understand, though, that this is you on the healing journey, right? They're still stuck in this past energy of wanting to be liked by everybody. Let's see what's coming out. I am not surprised that the devil, first and foremost, is going to make an appearance. I am not surprised. In fact, I was wondering if it was going to come out, and lo and behold, here we have the devil, dun, da, 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 in the reverse, showing they're very obsessed. They're very obsessed with locking you down. Ooh, this person. Yeah, I just use your discernment. This is the Source of saying, just use your discernment. Like, look, you have the devil and the star right next to each other, right? I mean, they reside next to each other in the tarot. And it's like you move on from this material world and you come into, like, if we were to look at the Fool's journey, right? And the Fool going through all the major arcanas. And the Fool's journey is you get over this need for the material world with the devil. And this is a very Reader's Digest version here. You move into the star, the hope, and learning that you are capable of creating the life that you want. Having this bright future ahead of you. Like, everything that was just an illusion was what was keeping you back. See, that's the energy. It's almost like you two are direct opposites. You could be opposite zodiac signs on the zodiac wheel. Or this is just saying, like, they're just completely different than you. Like, they do everything that you wouldn't do. But see how here this little bird, I don't know if you can see this little bird here. Do you see that little bird there? How he's, like, watching her. Like, this is a thing. Like, this is what this person's always doing. So even when you're not talking to this person is keeping tabs on you. And I don't even think this is like feelings, okay? Like, I feel like this is just you're an obsession to them. They're just absolutely obsessed, and not in the way of like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed because I have feelings. Like, no, I'm obsessed because I don't understand how pile 2 is where they're at. Like, I don't understand. How can I be like pile 2? Like, they see you. She's being very open, very vulnerable, giving love. So they think that your vulnerabilities, if they just overshare, right? You have the devil, this energy is like oversharing here. If they overshare, that they'll get the same kind of attention that you're getting because you're being vulnerable. But for them, vulnerability is oversharing. Let me tell people about the things that they don't need to know about. Like, what color was your mucus? What color was you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. It's like these gross things that people are like, and so they're getting that attention because people are like, holy crap. This is one of those people that really does share that. Like, I had to wipe my butt 3 times before it was clean type energy. I'm not trying to be vulgar here. That's really not where, but I'm trying to help you understand this is the type of person that this is. This is not a good energy. Oh, this is not a good energy. Oh, okay. This is such a weird energy. This person is just, honestly, what they're showing here with the 5 of coins next to the King of Swords here, it's like you're going to say goodbye for a last time. When you're ready, right? When you're ready. You're going to make the decision when you're ready. I'm not here to force you into this decision. It's when you're ready. You're going to get called to say goodbye, and you're going to say goodbye for the last time, and it's actually going to force this person into some sort of spiritual awakening. Is like too deep. That's just too deep for this person, but some sort of realization, some sort of purging of the consciousness, right? And so they secretly see you as someone who's super lucky. They do feel fortunate that they are in your life, but overall, the main feeling that's driving them is this fact of, we have the 10 of coins here in the reverse, is that you are receiving accolades, attention. You're the center of attention with everybody. Everybody wants to be around you. Everybody's talking about you. Everybody loves you. Like you receive comments, like shares and subscribes, like whatever it is. You get all these things and they feel like it's unfair. So that's what the 10 of coins talks about in the reverse, is like an unfair distribution of money or something material. Right? Well, like, shares, and subscribes, are those not material? It's something you can see. It's a material thing. Even though we can't touch it, it's something we can see in this physical realm. And so that's why it's like, so they feel like you're super fortunate, and it's because you are someone who's so distant. And it's like, even though we have the moon here, and the moon shows the purging of subconscious emotions, feelings, things that have kept us bogged down, things that have held us back, the wounds of the past, the mother wound absolutely coming here. This person is coming from a place of dealing with the deep father wound and not being encouraging enough to help themselves balance out this toxic masculine energy that they have within. And it doesn't matter whether they're a man or a woman, whatever they identify with, that does not matter here. This is just showing they're in this place of the toxic masculine because they don't understand what actions it is that you take, or the lack thereof, the actions that you take, which gets you 15:15 on the clock, which gets you so much presence. And so with the King of Swords here facing the moon, we have this, you're walking in your truth and your authentic self, but they're not in a place where they can understand that, because this person still puts the physical realm on a pedestal. They put wanting to be liked by people on a pedestal, and that's who this person is, right? And that's why they have these feelings for you. It's just you're living the life that they think is what everybody wants, and you're just living your best life because you've done a lot of healing here, okay? And they don't know that. They're not in a place where they can understand that or understand that in a better way. Let's get some more on it. Let's see why. I know this is like why they like you. Let me just get some clarifiers and see if it deepens the meaning of this, because it was more or less they were talking about why, but this person, it came out so clearly. They want this one too. It came out so clearly in the reading as to why they like you, or why they have secret feelings for you. But this person would never admit it, because I feel like if they admitted that these feelings existed, that they would also have to admit the potential of being rejected. And that would put such a massive chink in their pride. Whoa. Okay, they want that one and this one. Okay, let's check out the bottom of the deck. We won't be able to see. Yeah, we have this is the Jack of Clubs here, which is also equal to the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is just someone who's very sexually immature, someone who is, like, they're trying to take new beginnings, right? They're trying to do new things, but they're being driven by the wrong thing, right? That's the energy that's coming through, at least right now. They're just being driven by the wrong things, okay? So let's put that over there. Let's see what comes out here. Yeah, we have the King of Swords again, also with the Emperor energy. So I do feel like they're going into deeper why they like you. It's because you're a boss, You're a boss. You know how to manifest your life. You know what to ask for. You know how to get things done. Again, the 10 of coins. It's not surprising that we have repeat energies out here. You've manifested abundance in your life. And whether that's in the form of monetary wealth or not, you are a walking epitome of abundance. You're happy. You're content. You're fulfilled. You're experiencing things that only they could dream of, right? Like you're gaining some sort of, I keep hearing accolades, like that's what they're chasing, is the accolades, the acknowledgement, the praise, the feeling worthy of having all these attentions on them. Like that's what you're getting, and that's why they just really, 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 really have this for you. Yeah. And you know, the Four of Wands in the Tarot Marseille talks about more or less a stalemate, or in the reverse, it'd be like that romantic entanglement, right? Like having a hardship in the romance area. And so I feel like they're telling me to mention this for both sides, because I feel like this person only can daydream about having something romantic with you, because right now they're in a stalemate. Like there's nothing moving forward with this connection at all. Like even if you are talking to them, it's just kind of like, it's very, like I said, like you realize this person is old energy, and it's like, yeah, maybe I'll entertain it. You know how sometimes we go back? Sometimes we just go back to test the waters. We're like, well, maybe they've grown. And then it's like you put your toe in the water and you realize, ooh, no, that's still gross and slimy and yucky, and I don't want to be in that. I don't want to, yuck. Now I gotta go home and scrub my whole body, even though it was just my toe that touched the water type energy, right? But you still had to test it. You just, it's like, giving them the benefit of the doubt. But you're very much in this boss energy here. You're very much in this place of finding stability from within, and not allowing others to dictate what it is that you do. But again, with the King of Swords coming out, see, the King of Spades would be equal to the King of Swords here, coming out over here on top of the Devil, in between the Devil and the Star. It is giving that confirmation as to what I was feeling, like you're gonna cut them off for one last time. Like that's it. There is no coming back. Like there is no this person saying, hey, how are you doing? And basically you deleting the message, if not blocking their number, if not blocking them from social media. Like you're just not going to get into it anymore with this person. You're just like, no, I can't. Like this is just, it's a distraction. It's keeping me away from what I want. But they do have secret feelings for you. You may know that they have feelings for you, or they may like especially with this energy. Yeah, see, look, we have the Empress coming out here with the Queen of Hearts, and look, and even underneath that, the Queen of Diamonds. So you have the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Cups with the Empress energy here. So it's like they know that you're balanced. You're a balanced person. So here they are, a page coming into the Empress's energy. Into even, okay, so even if you weren't in your Empress energy, they're coming into queenly energy. It's just not going to work. Like, it's just not going to work. Like, you're trying to ask a queen to step down from her throne. You're asking an empress to step down from her throne to entertain you. And there's this person, they don't have a way to upgrade their emotional well-being and their journey right now. They're eons behind you. Oh, let's see what we've got. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords coming out here, the Ace of Spades. Literally, this is just saying you're going to find clarity. And you're seeing the truth. Like, I feel like even me talking about it on this reading, I feel like this is all confirmation for you. I feel like you already know this person. You know exactly who this is. I feel like you know exactly what you needed to do this whole time. And this is just like confirmation for you. But Source just saying here, yeah, this is the truth of what's going on with this, for this to come out, and especially want to be out. Because I wasn't going to take 4 cards. Like, it's not what I wanted to do. But they were really adamant about that. Let's get some oracles on it here. Can we please have some oracle cards here? Yeah, see? They want to be a part of your blessings. They want to be a part of your blessings, and that's not theirs at all. It's not theirs to have. 22:22 on the clock. Yeah, it's like trusting this process and knowing that you're directly connected with divine energy. Okay? This is a rebirth for you. This is you letting go of what once was and coming into a place of what will be. That's it. You don't have to fight this. You don't have to try to keep this in your life anymore. Like, maybe at one time it felt like the right thing to do, but it just, more and more, and here lately, it's just feeling like less and less of the right thing to do. And they're saying, yeah, there's a purpose for that. It's because you're becoming stronger in your power. You're becoming more centered in your power. You've healed a lot. Yeah, you are limitless, flying out with number 4 here. Yeah, strength, structure, and stability, your foundations. You're very foundational. This person's very wishy-washy all over the place. You have a promise of love coming in here. You have a promise of abundance. You're being aligned with your chakra, the rainbow bridge within. You're finding your inner child. You're letting your inner child soar. Okay, you can do anything that you choose. It's like, even if at one point maybe you felt bad for cutting this person out, like, you're understanding that I manifest my journey, which means that sometimes I'm gonna have to let go of people who just aren't on the same vibrational level as me, and that's okay. That's okay, but also giving others a chance, right? Like, it's like making space for others who will be there for you on the journey, who consider your foundation. Like I was talking, I didn't even know this is on the bottom. That's so synchronistic. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And that's what they're saying. Like, are you settling because you're afraid of not having something that's on your level? Or are you willing to just say, you know what, I'm in a period of waiting right now because Source is bringing to me who's meant to be for me? You know, and if you felt that, if you feel like this is resonating with you so far, leave either a rainbow or a unicorn emoji down below and say, I'm willing to wait as Source aligns me with what's rightfully mine. Wow, that is too many. Okay, you want that one? Yeah, yin energy. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. As I was talking about that affirmation, I love this confirmation right here. Boom, that's just confirmation. Source is saying, let yourself be patient right now. Let yourself relish in patience, because it's bringing to you what's meant for you. There's something that they have for you that's special. Believe in yourself. Yes, with squirrel spirit here. Believe in yourself. Okay, and this is also in numerology. This would be number 12, which is connected with the Hangman, which is about having your perspective in life. Trusting that you perceive things well, and trusting that you are comfortable enough to say yes and no to what is and isn't going to serve you along the journey. See, take time out. You're still healing. You're still deeply healing. It's like your heart is the thing that's been most marred on this journey. And so as you heal that, you come into a place of truly being able to receive not only your blessings, your manifestations, but the love that's meant to be here for you as well. And that's why it's like when you let people in like this, it's like this settling, like you're settling. It's saying, oh, I'm not ever going to receive what's rightfully mine, right? And it's that vibration that we send out to Source, that belief that we're not going to be given higher vibrational relationships. It's not anything you're doing wrong. I want you to understand this. It's not anything you're doing wrong. It's you allowing yourself an opportunity to heal and relieve yourself of past energy, because that was the past you. That past you. There's no space for that past you in the future now. Right? Look, we have Chantel on the bottom. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. So be open to giving and receiving love. Yes, I love this. So you do have new love coming. Source is saying, look, we got you. Don't worry. We are not going to forsake you. Okay? There's something that we have for you that is rightfully yours. And we want you to have that. Not these people who just want you because they feel like they can get something from you. Okay, we're going to take a look at the shadow side that's been coming up here for this reading. Let's go ahead and look at what we've got here. Yeah, strategy. Okay, so this to me, I mean, we do talk about you having a strategy here, but honestly, what this feels like is that Source has a strategy. They have a plan. Ooh, didn't mean to hit the camera. They have a plan, right? I feel like that's why I accidentally hit the camera right now. Is because they're saying, yeah, we have a plan. And I feel like that's that confirmation. It's also number 3. When we look at the number 3, 3 is all about creativity. It's about gestation. It's about birthing something new into life. Or it could be in regards to childbirth. But it also talks about your angels, your guides, your spirit guides are with you. Your ancestors, whoever it is that you believe in, your higher self, that could be Source, it could be God, it could be Spirit, the Holy Spirit, whatever it is with you, guiding you along the way. So there is a plan here. There's something that you might not understand right now. And this person definitely doesn't understand what the plan is for you because they don't understand what the plan is for themselves. Yeah, look, I cannot make this up. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? There's a new love that's coming into your life. And this doesn't have to be romance, right? It says a union, merging, and coming together. This is Source saying, like, who's meant for you is coming, okay? This could be soul family. This could be a spiritual team. Whatever it is, they're coming for you, okay? But they're meant to be in your life. This person, not so much. We have Merlina. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. And this is what I feel like this person is bringing a lot of confusion into your life right now because they themselves are confused, right? They're just not in a good place in their life. And so it's just, this to me is saying sit in silence, listen to your intuition, find your discernment. Do what rituals you have to reconnect you with your divine guidance. And that will help you along the journey. Let's see what the shadow self is coming through here. Flighty. Not knowing what they're going to do next causes you anxiety. Find love you can count on. Exactly. This is exactly what I was feeling with this Merlina energy. It's like they're just causing you a lot of anxiety. They're causing you a lot of confusion right now. Like, it's this person's energy. They're not meant to be here, but they also feel you coming into a place of blessings and higher vibrations. So they want to be there to be a part of it, hoping that it'll trickle down onto them as well. And it could be at a soul level that they feel like this. I don't feel like this person in the waking is actually completely aware of this, but energetically, they definitely do feel something happening and they want to be a part of it, right? So let me get some yin yang cards on it and see what comes through here. And then we'll get some of the other cards too. Wow, yeah, North Node, cosmic purpose, flying out over there. You're definitely in your North Node, and this person's a part of your South Node. That's it. Like, what more do you need here? You don't need any more confirmation. Nothing else is coming out from this deck. Look, this is unexpected. So whatever love is coming in for you, whoever it is that's meant to be in your life, is unexpected. But right now, your focus is to follow your path, your true north. Like, they want you to stay on your true north. This is a part of your South Node. It came out in the dice. There's no denying that, right? But this is an unexpected time for you. Something is going to change. You don't want these third-party situations, these external distractions in your life, because you've already transcended that. You've already overcome that. You've already gone beyond that. And a lot of times they don't have your best interest at heart. Like, most of these people, they're just got their own agenda that they're following. I said, this person really wants a lot of attention. They don't understand how you're getting that attention, and so their agenda is oh, let me go be with pile number 2 so that I can use them to get more attention on my own. And that's really what it feels like is the agenda of this person. So let's get some of these Pantha oracles out and see what else is coming through here. Source, what more would you like to say for pile number 2? Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that flew out. What more would you like to say for pile number 2 here, Source? Okay. They have one more card they want. I don't know. I just heard one more. Okay. That's it. Yeah, imagination, variety, fantasy, and mind. Like, this person plays it over in their mind again, thinking that they'll have some opportunity, some headway to come in and take over. All right, so homeless like flew into the camera. We have homeless, failure, castaway, and poor. Like, this is how they feel. They just feel terrible about themselves right now. This person does not feel good about where they're at on their journey. And you bring in this beautiful light. Of course you would. If you're in this place of being in your North Node, you're automatically going to bring in a higher vibrational light because you're following your true North. You're being very authentic to your cause. And that's something that I feel like they want to get from you too, is just this feeling of like, okay, I do matter. I have, I have somebody in my life that matters, so that makes me matter. But I feel like on top of that, because they feel so confined and trapped, they're in captivity, tolerance, and unfreedom, that this is that energy that they're bringing into your life too. And that's why it's making you feel so confused, is like, this person has very low self-esteem. They have very low self-worth. This person is following what society has told them to follow, or what they think society is telling them to follow. 3333 on the clock. And they're just not capable of seeing anything from this place of higher vibrational energy. And so with the death card coming out, we have endless, harm, and inevitable. I do feel like this is pointing towards source, saying that it's inevitable that at one point this connection is not ever going to be resparked. Like, it's just not ever going to come back. Right? Like, no matter how many times this person tries to come back, like, it's just like eventually there's going to be that one last time, and that's it for you. Yeah, because this is very stressful. We have overload, excess, obligation, and overwhelm. That's why I was feeling like it feels like you almost feel obligated to talk to this person because they continue to show up in your life, or maybe you've known them for a while, but every time they come in, like, this is that feeling. Like, this is not a good feeling that they bring into your energy, right? And vow, yeah, wish, hope, and worship. I do feel like they're watching you from afar. Again, this idea, it's like, I'm watching you from afar. I'm watching every move you make, hoping, praying that it's going to give me the end to having what it is that you have, right? But they're just not seeing it. They're not seeing it because it's not meant for them to see, because they're not somebody who can live authentically. They're in a very low vibrational energy, and you're in this very bright energy right now. And it's like letting yourself say no to something yes, so that later you can say yes to what's meant for you. So we're going to take a look at your Kuan Yin card. I'm going to go ahead and read this from the book. We have Call to the Celestial Mountain with number 41, which is 5 in numerology. We all know 5 is that very uncomfortable place of change. So for you, this could be a very uncomfortable place of change for you right now. You could be going through quite a bit in your life, and just like another thing, it feels like, oh, here's another thing. But there's a purpose for it as well. It's to help you see what it is that you're worthy of. And knowing that for yourself, right? So we do have, there are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and invoke divine power to call to the celestial mountain, so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer you help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. You're being asked to empower the divine to help you, to call you to the celestial mountain within your own heart, to reach out and allow the divine to assist you in your current life unfoldment. We live in a free will universe, and no matter how much you are loved, in fact, because you are so loved and respected, no being will interfere for you without your permission. Do not believe that asking for help means that you will grow weak or dependent and not grow spiritually. You are doing this to grow in your own mastery at a soul level, not to hand over your life and not take personal and spiritual responsibility for it anymore. Asking for spiritual assistance helps you grow in trust, wisdom, and understanding of the nature of the universe and how it operates. Learning to ask for and receive divine assistance helps us learn the art of surrender so that we can merge with greater spiritual forces than our own individual selves. Something wonderful begins to happen. You will discover your divine self is a powerful living expression of the source of the universe. You have within you the power, love, and sustenance of the source of life itself. When we call to the celestial mountain, we are remembering that we are divine in our own heart. We gain power through this remembrance, and we can help others remember too. So the more you choose to spiritually empower the divine to assist you, the stronger and more conscious your relationship with beings of light becomes, and the more you begin to realize the similarities that exist between your own divine nature and those beings. In other words, in keeping good spiritual company, you begin to realize your true nature. And I feel like this is a message for you, Pile 2. If you're feeling lonely and if you're feeling lost or you feel like it's just not coming together for you, just come to Source, come to your spirit guides, come to your angels, come to the Holy Spirit, come to your gods, your goddesses, whatever it is that you believe in, and ask them for help. They're there waiting for you to give them permission to come into your life and say, you know what, one of the prayers that I say, and I know I say this a lot on this channel, but repetition is good. It helps us remember. I always bring up this prayer and I say, I ask my angels of highest light and love, source of highest light and love, my ancestors of highest light and love, I ask for your help and know that I give you permission to interfere in my life as you see fit to help guide me towards my path of purpose. Right? Because we're here to serve that purpose, and it's okay to give them that permission because they're going to re-guide you back to where you're meant to be. And I feel like this is it's just a detour right now, but you're going to find out what it is that you would like to do with your life, and you're going to make the decision that best serves you. Okay? So keep your discernment on point, use your intuition. You're going to know what's right for you. Hold on just a second. Angel, go lay down, baby. Thank you. And I know I said to leave that rainbow or the unicorn. I don't remember what I said. But if you got it this far, then you can leave the rainbow or the unicorn and just say, I know I'm worthy of a higher vibrational love. So you let Source know that you're ready to come into that higher vibrational energy yourself. Leave me a thumbs up down below. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, though, and get on out of here. I do just want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of green aventurine, or if you were drawn to this card during this shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on who has secret feelings for you and why. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary below in the description box, where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. Also, in regards to membership, just because I did get sick, they did get put on hold. I'm feeling much better, but I'm still trying to get caught up from being sick. So as soon as they are released, you will be the first to know. I just recommend that you check out the community tab, because that's where I will post any updates along with inspirationals and thank yous as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it with the dice and the first round of tarot. I'm gonna look into who this person is, and then unless the Y comes out, because the Y has come out in one of the piles, and then I'm gonna use the second round of tarot in order to find out why they have secret feelings for you. Okay, so Source, for pile number 3, who has secret feelings for pile number 3? What can you tell us about them? Who has secret feelings for pile number 3, Source? What would you like to tell us? Who has secret feelings for pile number 3? Okay, so we've got the third house. We have Uranus energy, and Aries. Okay, so this could be a twin flame. It doesn't have to be. This could be a childhood friend. Okay, somebody that you went to school with, somebody that you had as maybe your siblings had friends as, right? So this is our early childhood learning, but it could also refer to twin flame. I'm just going to point that out right now. I'm not going to really stay stuck on that, but if that's something that resonates with you, then so be it, okay? Yeah, this is someone who's very passionate. This is someone who's very driven, very motivated, sometimes can be very aggressive and competitive, especially when it comes to work. When it comes to the things that they really truly love in life, they are very, very passionate and driven towards that. I do feel like this is saying too that they are going to be competitive for you. Like if there's other suitors out there, this is someone who's cool with that. Like I'm fine. Pile 3 can have like 12 other suitors. I don't care because I'm gonna be the best one, and I'm gonna fight for pile 3. Right now, this person is experiencing a huge alteration in their life. Things are definitely coming together for them. They're seeing things that they have been trying to manifest come to fruition. It does feel like this person has really gone out of their way to have what they want in life first before they came to you, okay? They really want to balance that out. This is someone who is very original. They're very funny. They're all about their friendships. They have had friendships their whole lives, like, and they love that they have that. This is someone who uses technology to help them get ahead. They're also very eccentric and rebellious against the system. Okay. It's pretty straightforward about this person. They're also very honest is the other thing that's coming through here. Very honest. So let's see what the cards say. Alright, Source, can you tell us more about who has secret feelings for pile number 3? Who has secret feelings for pile number 3? Yeah, definitely have they have like a secret passion for you. Who has secret feelings for pile number 3, Source? Thank you. This person's very confident, very outgoing, very fair. Who has secret feelings for pile number 3, Source? Thank you. Who has secret feelings for pile number 3? Yeah, they want to be in a very equal relationship with you. Like, they don't want it to be one-sided. They don't like that idea. They want, like, what you give in, they're going to give back. Like, and they want what they give in for you to give back. Like, it's an equal give and take here. Who has secret feelings for pile number 3, Source? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. They've been cheated on in the past. And they've had a whole lot of things go wrong with their journey. Right? With the House of God coming out here in the reverse, like, this person was cheated on many, many times by maybe an ex. All right? And being cheated on by that ex, it was something they never wanted to come to terms with. Like, it was something that they basically closed themselves off to. Like, I don't see them cheating. Like, people are telling me they're cheating. Like, no, so-and-so would never do that to me. So-and-so would never treat me like that. So-and-so would never do me dirty like that. And then it feels like suddenly it was like coming to a point in time where they couldn't deny it anymore. This is someone who always looks for the best in people. And they were looking for the best in this person, and they believed that this person was living from their best self. And to deny that means that they had to come to terms with the fact that they were lying to themselves. And that was really difficult for them. So they felt very spiritually defeated, very wore out, very torn down. Okay. Yeah, it was someone who was very impulsive. And then because of that, it created a scenario where they started making very impulsive movements in their own life. Like, they would get an idea and they would just do it. Like, whether it was a good or a bad idea, like, they didn't care, especially in regards to people. Like, that's probably why this person has such a huge friend base, is because they just talk to everybody and anybody, good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. It's not, of course, about our looks. It's all about our souls. Like, they've been connected with a lot of people, but they're actually coming out of, look at this. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this beautiful energy here. They've been in a period of reflecting. They're trying to take a new opportunity up here. And I feel like that new opportunity has to do with coming towards you, but they're still in a period of reflecting. So it might be a little bit longer until this person does come forward, right? But look, you've got the the 5 of Swords here with the 10 of Coins in the upright. This person's very abundant right now. Very, very financially set. They definitely use this to fuel their seek for the material wealth. Not because they felt like material wealth was going to get them happiness, but it was just something they could focus on so that they didn't have to heal themselves, you know? especially if this is the masculine or someone who strives in their masculine energy. Sometimes it is much easier for the masculine energy to pour themselves into work and into projects and all that than to focus on feelings. And then somewhere along the way, because they have nothing left to build, because they built stability and financial success, then they have to come back to what's going on within, what's going on in their mind, and they're realizing that they can let it go. Like, they've come far enough away on the journey that they can overcome the negativity. They see that they feel better about themselves. This is someone who feels good about who they are. They feel good about where they've come, and they feel good that, you know what, if so-and-so hadn't hurt me so bad, that I would have never become who I've become. And so there's almost like this gratitude and relief that not only are they long past this situation, not only are they over it, but they're able to let it go freely and forgive freely too. It's like they don't hold or harbor any ill will towards this person from the past. This is someone who has learned very much from those situations, and more or less on that, they've learned how to trust themselves and believe in themselves over situations like this as well. It's like when they're getting an intuitive nudge about a person, they trust that now. But that's why it's like, that's why I was saying, like, that impulsion, especially with the Empress in the reverse here, it's like being very, like, I'm just gonna do reckless things, right, is what she really talks about being in the reverse. And so it's like these reckless behaviors is like connecting with so many people and learning how to trust their intuition and their discernment by connecting with so many people. And now they know how to trust themselves, and so they know that they're not ever going to get themselves in this situation where someone is wiling out behind their back and getting away with it, and they are just wearing rose-colored glasses and letting this person do whatever. Right? They're not going to be in that position anymore. They're not going to allow themselves to live in that position anymore. They now trust themselves. They now trust in... It feels like they also trust in fate here. Like, they know that this person was just playing a role in their life. And it may be like, well, why is Source telling me about what this person went through? And it's like giving you a picture as to why this person is who they are. Like, they're very confident, and they may come across as arrogant, but they're not. They're just supremely confident in themselves because they had to shed this behavior. They had to let go of these patterns that put them in a situation where they trusted someone and the lies that someone was telling them over their own heart and their own inner knowing. And I feel like this person dealt with, it was close to home. So if this was their ex was cheating on them with people that they knew, people that were friends, that's the type of energy that this is. It's not very good. It's not a very good energy that this person's gone through, but that's who they are. They've become very strong and powerful in who they are now, and they're overcoming tons of negativity. You know, the five of Swords here talks about being able to overcome negative relatives, family, negative friends. It's like just overcoming the negativity around you, the things that have once made you feel inadequate, worthless, or not enough. Like no longer are you buying into that. And this person definitely doesn't. They don't buy into what anybody tells them. They only buy into how they feel about themselves and what they know they can create with their own lives. This person's very strong. This person has a very strong will. So let's go ahead and find out why they have secret feelings for you. Which, if this is a twin flame, that totally makes sense. Okay, so why does this person have secret feelings for pile number 3? Source, thank you. Why does this person have secret feelings for pile number 3? Okay. Yeah, the Hermit again. Because you're somebody who reflects on your own past. It stands out to them. It's like something that they had to learn through hardships was this energy of learning to understand themselves. And they know that if you're doing that naturally in your own life, that you yourself have experienced a lot of hardships too. And so like the King of Cups was falling out here. We have the Six of Cups. So this could refer to someone coming back around, but the Six of Cups in the Tarot Marseille is my true soulmate card. With it coming out with the King of Cups or the King of Hearts here, it's showing this person's very emotionally mature. They're capable of reining in their emotions when they need to, but also feeling them deeply when they need to, and not letting that be what navigates them through, rather letting their intuition and their discernment guide them, and knowing that their emotions are there to help them experience a deeper phenomena, what this a human experience is. And then the Six of Cups is talking about deep, deep, deep love. Deep soulmate love. This is also depicting the Lover, which we had the Lover come out in the reverse here. So knowing that they have a choice to make here. They have to come forward and talk to you with this Two of Clubs energy here. It's like coming forward and saying something. They have to tell you how they truly feel. That they want to move forward and they want to build something here with you. They know that they have to do that. And they know that time is ticking. Okay, they know that they're not going to be given an eternity to come forward and say something to you. But why they love you, like why they love you. They love you. They really do care about you. This person really does care about you. But why is because with the Hermit and the Nine of Coins here, it's like you're very independent soul. You're very much in this place of overcoming your own illusions by this deep introspection work, and a lot of shadow work has been done here. Whether they know that's what it's called or not, this deep healing comes from having experienced a world of hurt and suffering and pain. And because of that, they're like, if pile number 3 has learned this on their own, then chances are is that they know what it is that I too have gone through, and that we'll be able to bond based on our past, but also based on what we've learned from our past. It's like they don't want to go through life with someone who doesn't know how to make a better version of themselves. Yeah, they want to build with you. They've been stagnant and they've been stuck because it's like they've been healing so much, and so it's just kind of like going in this round robin. And so they want to come forward now and they want to tell you, but why is because of how stable you are and how much action you've taken in your life as well. You know, we talked about this in another pile, the Four of Clubs. Excuse me. It can talk about stalemate, but it can also talk about romantic frustration. And I feel like with this coming up, they're in this energy of seeing that you too maybe have been cheated on or have had your heart broken by somebody who wasn't worthy of your love. And it's not that that makes them happy by any means. It's just that that's like common ground, right? Sometimes we can bond deeply over the things that we've suffered through. Like if you find somebody who has experienced a very parallel life to yours, it's almost like you don't have to explain these deeper emotions because they just know. They just understand. It's like, oh, I totally get that. You know, I went through something very similar and this is what I experienced. So it's not about opening up that can of emotions. It's about being able to let your emotions flow freely while actually building a bond around those deep emotional connections. And it's very spiritual when something like that happens, and that's exactly what it is that they're looking for here. Yeah, they're ready to move forward. They're ready to come forward and say, hey, let's build something. So they could be wanting a relationship ultimately, but it may come forward in this, like, let's build a friendship first, or let's build something, let's create something together first. But they want, like, why is because you're so creative, you're so balanced, you're so spiritual, you're so nurturing and kind and loving, and you're very hardworking and determined. You're someone who doesn't give up. You just don't give up. Even when you have to begin again, you're going to be willing to begin again. Like, you don't let some hardship stop you from creating the life that you want. Even though maybe you've been told a million times, like, you're still at it. You're still going the distance. And that's why they're so enamored by you, why they love you so much. It's not about what you can give them. It's just about who you are and how strong you are. They've never met anybody like you in their whole lives. Like, most people give up, you know, the suffering and the hurt and the pain that they go through. Most people let that be the reason that they give up, or that they resign and they become a sour soul. And yet you're still smiling, you're still laughing, you're still having fun, you're still finding a way to be fulfilled. You're still shining this bright, beautiful light out into the world. And that's why they have secret feelings for you. And it may not be so secret to you. You may be like, of course they do. Of course they like me. But it may be secret in the sense that they've never actually said it, right? They've never actually come forward and been like, hey, pile 3, did you know? Did you know? You're like, yeah, I did know. But they haven't said it to you, right? And so that's why it's coming through. This is a really sweet pile. I really love this. Let's get some oracles out on it. Source, what else would you like to say for this pile? What other messages do you have for pile 3? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Rainbow and blessings. This came out in another pile. You might be here from another pile. So yeah, definitely blessings. Like, you seem like a very blessed person. Like, you definitely feel very blessed, and you show that just in who you are every day, your day-to-day life. You just walk as a blessed individual. You know that this life is short, this life isn't guaranteed, and if we're thankful for what we have, even for what we've experienced, even if it hasn't been pretty, then, you know, we're bound to find beauty in the things that are happening now around us. Yeah, and that idea, you've released so much. So they may be following your journey. They may be seeing how much you've changed, how much you've released, how much you've let go, how much you've overcome. They may have known you when you were with the person in your past, the toxic individual in your past. You may have known them when they were with the toxic individual in their past, when they were at their unhealed selves. So we had simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. I feel like both of you are very kind to each other no matter what. Like, this is that kind of energy. Like, even if you were just friends, like, and the friendship faded, the love and kindness that you felt towards each other never did. Like, it was like you never wished ill for this person. They never wished ill for you. It was always like, man, I really hope that they're doing good. And that's exactly how they felt about you. Like, they always hoped that you were doing good. We take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever, with number 23. So we have 5 and the numerical number 5 here are in numerology with 5. So they're definitely in this place of coming forward. They do want to take a chance. They want to try to build something here. It's just figuring out what's the right way to do so. This is all divine timing here. Okay, this is all. It's just waiting for that alignment to come into play here. So they're definitely going to say something soon. I can't say it's going to be today, tomorrow, next week, at the end of the year, but it is closer than you think, okay? So let's get some more on it. Fixed sign, they could be a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. We have stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So this is what they want to bring to you. They want to be stable in your life. They want to be persistent for you. They want to be loyal for you. They want to be that dependable source in your life because they see you have overcome without having that. And they want to know, who would you be if you had someone like that in your life? Not someone that comes in and takes the rug out from underneath your feet. That's not what they want to do at all. This is a very honest and sincere energy. They just want to know, if you're this strong by yourself, what if you had somebody that was in your corner, you know, cheering you on, in your corner helping you out? We have Be Playful flipping over here with Sandpiper Spirit. Number 51, which is 6, balance, solution, resolution, seeing yourself through eyes of unconditional love, right? Harmony and peace. So this is definitely a peaceful connection. There's definitely a peaceful type of energy that's coming in. Like, they're not, didn't mean to hit the camera there. They're not going to come in and cause chaos. And they know that you're not coming in to cause chaos in their life either. Like, you two together, it's not to say that it's going to always be rainbows and butterflies. But when there's a difficulty that comes up, you're both going to be adults about it rather than resorting to that old age, let's just scream at each other and never resolve anything and just fight about it and hope that the other one caves in. Like, it's not going to be about that. This is going to be a very balanced kind of love where it's like, hey, we have this problem. We need to talk about that. And you're going to be like, yeah, we actually do. Sit down and you both say your piece about it, whatever's going on. And then together you come up with a solution. Be generous of spirit, lion spirit. So we have number 37 with 10 in numerology. This person's very generous. I do feel like this person's going to lavish you with gifts. That could be their love language, is gift giving. Okay, that could also be your love language, but that definitely feels like that might be their love language coming in. Okay, so we have Archangel Raphael flipping over. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So you're both being guided right now by Archangel Michael. And then on the bottom it says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps. I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams with Adriana. So you're both getting led to each other. It's like, almost like, where, yes, they may come forward and say something, it's going to be something that's very serendipitous. So let's get what the shadow aspect is with this connection source. What's the shadow aspect that's coming forward here? Yeah, it was that one. I could feel it. Okay. So let's look at these real quick. Activation, yeah, definitely. You're both coming into a place of initiation. There's a deep activation that's happening here on a deep level. You both are getting, it was like, you know, divine timing is never about the amount of time that passes. It's about the healing that's been happening, and it has to happen on both sides, right? So it's like you could be doing all this healing, but your divine counterpart might not be. And so that kind of extends that time frame for divine timing. But it feels like the two of you have been working towards a common goal of becoming the best aligned version of yourselves. And because of that, the clock is like, okay, now it's time. Now it's time that they get activated to being drawn even closer to one another here. Yeah, observation with Peregrine Falcon. You're both being, your intuition is being lit up here. This is the Eye of Horus coming in here, and this is all connected to our third eye, our pineal gland. It's like being able to truly identify who is your person. It's not that you didn't know before, but it's like your third eye is being opened, so now there's no question that it's this person. For them, the same thing. It's no question that it's you. Like, there's no like, oh, well, maybe it could be another person. What if it's not them? What if it's someone else? Like, it's being okay with whether or not they come forward, and it's also being in a place where it's like, I just know that they're my person, But no matter what, I just want them to be happy. I want them to find peace and harmony in their life. And that's like this activation. There's no question, no doubt in your mind of who it is anymore. And the same thing with them. There's no doubt in their mind of who you are. We have house 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. This person could be a Virgo. You could be a Virgo or have that highly aspect in your chart. You could have 6th house in Virgo, the 3rd house in Virgo, Uranus, or have Aries placements in either of those as well. But this is, you're both finding what works for you, right? Those routines, those rituals, the things that are making you feel balanced and stable. And so there's 6 coming through here again, finding that stability. We have 666. There's a resolution to this connection coming in soon. But there's deep love activation coming as well. Dark side. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. Don't let it steal your joy. And this makes me feel like the shadow aspect really is just healing the dark night of the soul energy. That's what you both were doing. It was like you went through really difficult times. Both of you mirrored each other. You went through extremely hard times. And it's like you're healing that, going through the dark night of the soul and overcoming that and finding peace again, finding happiness again, finding fulfillment and being a full person at the end of that, right? So let's get some of the Pantheon Oracle out here. Source, what else would you like to say for pile number 3? I feel like yours is just a tad shorter than everyone else's, but that's all right. It was pretty straightforward. Okay. What else would you like to say? Whoa, thank you. Okay, that one. Okay, on the bottom of the deck here we have trap. Yeah, victim, allure, and trick. Like there was a trap that was set for both of you and you both fell into it. Someone else was dictating how this person was, and now there's finding self-worth with reservation here. Finding extravagance in the simple things. Finding out that it's okay to want things. But I feel like there was a withdrawal and letting go. That's that dark night of the soul energy. Quit, awakening, and rejection. But that was what brought you both to the treasure. The treasure, the truth of this connection. Okay, let me see. Can we get some yin yang cards on it, Source? Thank you. Yin yang cards. What else would you like to say here? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Wow. A lot from the yin yang deck. That one. Thank you, Source. On the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have truth and expression. So I do feel like there's a sense of both of you finding your true authentic selves in this. Not just this connection, but just through this journey. You both have been mirroring each other. That's what it feels like. It feels like a deep mirroring connection, which makes sense if it is a twin flame, or even if it's just a soulmate or a higher connection love. It's just, of course, you're going to mirror each other because that's how we heal. And then when you come together, you heal even more deeply based on that. So Mercury, messages, travel, communication. Yeah, they're going to say something soon. They're going to say something soon. So it could be during the fall. You know, we're still in fall. We're at the beginning of December. You know, December 24th is when the winter, the winter solstice happens. So, you know, we're still in autumn, but it could even be next year. It could be next fall. Whenever you're watching this, fall could be a very powerful time for you. We have decisions. Yeah, there's a decision that needs to be made here. And they know that. They know that. They're aware. Because this is a celebration. This is a gift. I love this. This is so beautiful. I love this energy. Yeah, see, the seeds have been planted. Maybe even the springtime they're going to come through and they're going to say something. Like, they knew they had to make this decision at this time, and they're realizing when they say yes to you that they're feeling a lot lighter inside. And so those seeds have been planted and they're about to burst forth. So we have self-love, creation, intentions. They're learning to love themselves. You're learning to love yourself. Like, this is all part of what's leading you to each other. To be vulnerable. Vulnerability come through. No longer staying in this place of being so guarded. These are actually very beautiful cards. Out of that whole deck, everything that came out was so positive. So positive. Let's see what came out with this deck. Yeah, accident, danger, caution, and injury. This is healing the hurt. Both of you had to heal the broken heart, the loss, the grief, bereavement, sorrow, and damage. Having to overcome that. Loss could have been what kicked it into high gear, right? Because they care about you. Parenthood, patron, support. They want to build a family with you. They want to build a life with you. Everything's going to be okay. Stability, harmony, and acceptance. Yeah, and we talked about that with the number 6, the 6th house, the 6 from Sandpiper, and the 6 of Cups on the bottom over here. We have 666 all right next to each other. Did not plan that. It just happened. And we're talking about that balance, harmony, you know, finding true, deep, unconditional love for self on the journey, right? Everything's going to be okay. Stubbornness, selfishness, mulish attitude, and arrogance. And this is what they'd been fighting in the past, right? This is that energy. This is confirmation as to what I was feeling in the beginning. Like when people are like, hey, you know, your boo is cheating on you, and they're over here with their fingers in their ear like, no, you're lying, stop, they'd never do that to me, stop lying, stop playing, stop being like that. And it's actually that stubbornness that sent them on this journey to find their inner soul, that sent them on this journey to realize that they wanted more. And when they saw you, when they met you, they knew that they wanted you, but they also didn't feel like they were in a place where they could ask you to be a part of their life, because they were already dealing with their own internal upsets going through here. So 3333 on the clock as we're talking about this. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Kuan Yin card. I'm going to read this from the book. We have the Ivory Swan Goddess with number 15. So we have 1551 here. I love that synchronicity. I love how that lined up. All right, let's see what we got going on here. 15. Okay. It says the Ivory Swan Goddess speaks of spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your soul light never fades, beloved. Release guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your beauty. Be more of yourself and shine your divine essence into the world. Do not cast your eyes away from the perception of your own divine inner light in all its purity and radiance, beloved soul. You may find it easier to believe in the illusion of sins and unworthiness than in the truth of your swan goddess. Your own soul is luminous, pure, and eternally graceful. You are being asked to recognize the divine energy within you without holding yourself back from unconditional self-acceptance and regard. It is time to accept your divinity in greater measure, to be present to the pure light within and not try to ignore it, downplay it, or worry that it is not enough. No matter what has happened in your life or what experience or choices you have made, your soul light is as pure as the divine source itself, because essentially that is what it is. There is no need for spiritual shame or feelings of inadequacy. The light within all of us is exactly the same. We are just in different stages of realizing it. Kuan Yin, Ivory Swan Goddess, wishes to bestow divine grace upon you, beloved soul, to assist your spiritual growth at this important time on your path. For this to occur, you must be willing and able to receive. As you choose to let the shame simply be a feeling and let it go, and you choose not to empower judgment, condemnation, or criticism of the self by you or by any other, you are walking the path of remembering the essential soul purity of all beings. This is a peaceful and joyful path. You become capable of seeing the good, the God and the Goddess shining out at you in the most unlikely of people, situations, and experiences. You are opening to receive the grace that beloved Kuan Yin wishes to share with you now and help you live more joyfully in such a state of spiritual remembrance. Allow her to bless you with her grace as you remember the spiritual purity of your own being, free from taint, judgment, or flaw. And I feel like this is such a beautiful closing to the fact of what this person has gone through. They've tried to let go of all this energy before that they were in, where they were judging themselves and they saw themselves as unworthy and they saw themselves as not good enough. And that's what they've healed, and that's what they've taken so long to heal on their journey. And now that they're healing it, now they're in a place where they're ready to come forward because they see that they are worthy enough of asking for being like you to be a part of their life, and that they can choose to come forward and say something about how they feel. And so this person deeply, deeply cares for you, and you've helped inspire them find their true light within. It's actually very beautiful, beautiful energy. I absolutely love this. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little lion emoji down below and say, I'm open to receiving the abundance of this love from source energy, from spirit, from God, from whatever. Leave me a thumbs up, but I am going to go ahead and leave that there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick minute, though, to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming to give us this beautiful message. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.